I'm afraid if I confess now, you'll all unadd me, and I don't want that, because that's not who I am anymore. Yeah, but yes, I did stuff, but I'm not that way anymore. I'm not that way anymore.
I do want to go over a screenshot between you and do you know?
That's my IRL friend.
Okay. I want to go through some screenshots. You may know what I'm about to bring up. I just want to hear your side. Well, says a 2-year-old, and you say, yes, but I do have regret, honestly. And then calls you a pedophile. And then you say, not anymore. That's the honest truth. I just want to know, what do you mean by not anymore, and what are you guilty of exactly in this whole thing? Why would you feel like you need to say not anymore to being called a pedophile?
Because, like, when I found out, when I found out that what I was doing was, if that's the right word for it, I felt sick, and I just tried hiding it all.
So did you know that this person was 12?
As I said before, I was told that was all okay back then. To do.
Who told you that?
It was more of like it was shown than told.
Shown by who, though? Like, who was the one that said it was
Athena,
okay?
Athena, Wolf Queen.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today I've got probably one of the craziest, most disgusting cases that's ever seen the channel to date, that we have actually probably ever seen. And that is the case with Sans Gamer. I don't know how many of you guys really know about this guy. He's apparently got quite a bit of traction on his Discord, but his YouTube channel doesn't seem to have a lot of followers or anything like that. But anyway, that's kind of getting ahead of myself here. Sans Gamer is a 20-year-old man, 20-year-old YouTuber, I guess you could say, who particularly likes to do VRChat skit videos, and like gameplays and stuff like that. So pretty much how this whole thing starts is we got some info in the ticket, pretty much where he the people that he was allowing, like, in his server to pretty much be in the videos and to try out for the videos, because he has like a tryout period, I guess, or in his server he'll have scheduled days of filming and stuff like that. Excuse me. And I guess he was just hiring a bunch of mods and would get like sex with them and stuff like that. Also, his main thing is that he was in a poly relationship with somebody who was older than him, I'm pretty sure, and his excuse in the interview that I had with him was that they taught him everything, right? And they were like, well, everything you did that you're doing is okay. He said that he wasn't being told that what he was doing was wrong, which is like really weird, because if you're grown, right, you should know. You shouldn't have to have somebody on the internet tell you that ERPing with mods that are as young as like 13 years old, 11 years old is bad. It doesn't make any sense why you have to have somebody tell you that as a grown man. So he used that excuse quite a bit, saying like, well, I didn't know at the time because this person was saying it was okay to do this shit, which just really just disgusts the fuck out of me, because he doesn't take accountability for it. He just blames this other person who, even if they did tell him it's okay to do this stuff, at the end of the day, use your critical thinking, which is, there's not much critical thinking to be used in this section because it's pretty obvious to just not do it. But if you're stupid, right, and you don't understand, use your critical thinking and maybe think, should I really be having a polyamorous relationship with this 13-year-old or 11-year-old person? Should I be ERPing with said year-old person? Should you be doing it? You should ask yourself these questions if you genuinely don't know, instead of just blindly agreeing to whatever this person's telling you. It's pretty crazy. This one gets really disgusting, guys, and I want to give you a disclaimer for this one. Some of the things he says are absolutely vile that he has done. He admits to some very terrible things, and of course we're going to be touching up on in this video, stuff, predatory behavior in this video. So just want to give you guys the warning now. But we're going to be jumping into the videos here. You won't be seeing me much in the gameplay after this because there's just so many clips to get through. Excuse me, you may see me hop in to give some context if needed throughout the video, but other than that, here are the clips and the evidence and everything that we have on Sans Gamer. Alright, I'll see you guys later.
You are being recorded. But what I can say right now is we are not forcing you to be here, and you can leave at any time. I just have a few questions that I want to ask, alright? Is that cool?
Okay. Sure.
Alright, I also want to make it clear, I am not involved with law enforcement, okay? I'm not here to trap you or anything like that. I just want to know the truth of what's going on because I've been sent some stuff, and I just want to ask you some questions about it. So, are you aware of any controversies that you have been involved in, or previously or currently?
Previously. I haven't done anything currently.
Okay, so what exactly was involved in the previous controversy? Can you kind of explain that to me?
Alright, so, honestly, when I first started VRChat, this happened. I met someone named, I don't know if you've exposed this person on your channel before, I could be wrong, could be right. Someone named Athena Wolf Queen, or someone going by Athena.
I don't recognize that name.
She was the one who taught me about poly and stuff, and everything I saw her do I thought was okay at the time because I was 15, 16, I didn't know much of anything, honestly. Wasn't really taught much.
Okay.
And am I using that as an excuse for this? No.
So this Athena person, I've never heard of them. So what exactly did they do that would cause you to be involved?
I've heard that I was there for it, so she is what I assume you've heard about me.
Mm-hmm.
And they're also a
She's a
pedophile.
Why were you involved with this person?
Because I met someone that I liked on VR. And her words exactly, this wasn't her words exactly, but she pretty much told me this because I thought that's honestly how it went.
Okay.
That if I'm dating that person, I have to date her, and I thought that's how relationships worked at the time. But I've learned that it's, not.
So you were dating, or not,
No,
Athena.
not
Athena, my bad, sorry about that.
Yeah, and I was and I didn't know that was bad at the time, honestly, because, again, didn't know much of anything.
You didn't know that she was a style and all that stuff?
And the other stuff that,
Okay.
genuinely.
Well, I mentioned, do you mind if I ask you some questions about that?
Yeah, sure. What's up?
Okay, so you're aware of you know them. What is your relationship with
Honestly, I don't really care for him, honestly. I prefer to stay 6 feet away if possible.
Okay. I do want to go over a screenshot between you and do you know?
That's my IRL friend.
Okay. I want to go through some screenshots. You may know what I'm about to bring up. I just want to hear your side. So says a 12-year-old, and you say yes, but I do have regret, honestly, and then calls you a pedophile, and then you say not anymore. That's the honest truth. I just want to know, what do you mean by not anymore, and what are you guilty of exactly in this whole thing? Why would you feel like you need to say not anymore to being called a pedophile?
Because when I found out, when I found out that what I was doing was, fucked, if that's the right word for it. I felt sick, and I just tried hiding it all.
So did you know that this person was...
As I said before, I was told that was all okay back then to do.
Who told you that?
It was more of it was shown than told.
Shown by who, though? Like who was the one that said it was okay for that?
Athena, Wolf Queen.
Okay. Were you, so you say you thought it was okay at the time, but I'm asking, like, did you know they were 12 years old?
At that time, when I thought it was okay, yes.
Okay, and I just want to know, what makes you think it would be okay, in any regard, to do anything like that with 12-year-olds, knowing your age?
I don't know. I don't know what my thought process was back then.
Okay.
At all.
Okay, but
I'm being genuine here. I'm being
appreciate it. I appreciate it.
To be honest here.
And again, I'm no one's forcing you to be here. We're not trying to force you to say anything. I'm just genuinely curious. So later in the convo, you say, "What should I do then? I'm lost." And then Sparta says it's what I should do. And then you say, "Please don't do anything. I'll do anything. Please don't tell anybody." And then Sparta says the world will know. And then you say, "I'll do anything. Delete the server." So were you afraid of saying that you were engaging with a 12-year-old and you were pretty much bribing him at one point to not do it?
I honestly just didn't want to go to jail, honestly.
Didn't want to go to jail. What exactly do you mean by you'll delete anything if he doesn't tell? What's anything?
Okay, so back then, when I was friends with Sparta, what I meant by that was, because we had like a Discord server, and we would do like a roleplay server on Demon Slayer. I don't know if you guys know that anime. Or heard of it.
I've heard of it, but I don't.
We would do roleplays on that, and it was all about the server with me and him, honestly. And I told him I would delete the server and he's like, he didn't care about it. I'm pretty sure that's shown in the text there.
Yeah, was there anything in the server that would have criminalized you? Or anything?
I don't believe so.
You don't believe so?
Because he messed around with it after.
Messed around with it after? What do you mean by that?
He just fucked around, honestly.
Do you acknowledge what you've done? I'm pretty sure you do acknowledge what you've done, and that is wrong, and you have regret, as you state here. Did you ever ask this year-old for pictures or inappropriate pictures at all, or any picture at all?
I don't believe so.
You don't believe so? So...
Again, it was so long ago, I don't remember.
How do you not remember? Okay.
I don't really have good memory. Sorry, bro.
Okay, so you don't believe that you asked them for... You don't believe so. Alright, did you ever engage in ERP with this 12-year-old? On VRChat?
Yeah.
What was that? Sorry.
Sorry, I said yeah.
Yes. Okay, so what exactly...
I mean, I know the name, though, because there was a lot.
Okay, what exactly did you guys do?
Normally ERP stuff.
Just...
That I can remember.
Normal...
Yeah, normal stuff.
Okay.
Normal stuff that I...
Did you guys ever have a VRChat relationship? You know, you guys were e-couples at any time? Was that ever a thing?
I was poly back then when this happened.
Poly? So you would consider...
So what I was told about poly, let me explain. I can explain this part.
Okay.
So what I was told about poly by her is I can pretty much date whoever I want. When you're with someone. But now that I've learned what it is, really, it's not that.
Yeah, that's not exactly what it means, but at least you know that now, I guess.
I was told it's more of a harem, like when I was with Valentine, it was more of a harem.
No.
Yeah.
All right. So how many... Okay, so says that you have with multiple, and then you reply with "I'll pay you." So is he telling the truth? Did you with multiple children on the game in Discord at all, with more than just this 12-year-old?
I said multiple before, so that should probably answer that.
Okay. So how many? Do you know? Like exact? What were the age? You know.
I can't really remember. Again, it was so long ago, and I can't really remember much.
All right. You say it was so long ago, but when exactly do you think this went down?
I'm not meaning like long ago. I mean like it was like a while ago. Definitely.
All right. So do you know how many kids there were in all that you did anything with? Under 18. Like how many in total?
Do you want me to give an estimate? Because like that's the best I can do.
Yeah, give an estimate. what you think?
I'd say like 12 at least. I don't know.
12? So you've engaged with 12 children on this platform and VRChat. Inappropriately.
Yes. And I know if anyone here probably does not believe what I'm saying is true, I genuinely, during that time, I didn't know it was wrong at the time, but now I do. And
So you didn't know it was wrong at the time, right? So you were an adult when this all happened. How exactly...
I wasn't really an adult. I was more of a teenager back then. Like, I was like...
Well, how old were you? You been
15 or
15 or 16? Even at 15 or 16, I feel like you would still know that engaging with people that are younger, it would be strange, right? That never crossed your mind once?
I mean, I would always feel sick to my stomach, honestly.
And you never took that as a hint to stop?
I didn't stop till I finally Googled it, and I'm like, oh shit.
What did you Google
Sick.
that made you open your eyes?
I looked up what ages were considered bad, and like...
So you technically looked up the age of consent?
Yeah.
Okay.
And not even that, and even that wasn't right. Like, so like... I learned a lot, pretty much.
Okay. So, who was the most recent? Out of all the people...
I haven't done anything recent.
No, within
Nothing
recent,
recent.
I mean like the past, like 6-7 months, maybe year. Is there anything that happened in the past year?
No.
No.
Nothing that No.
Okay. So besides these allegations, we are aware that you used to have a VRChat daughter. How do you feel about VRChat families in general and having a VRChat daughter, knowing your past and what you have done with people that are younger?
I feel about VRChat families, it's fucked. Like, in some ways it is.
It's fucked? Okay. Did you think it was fucked while you had a VRChat daughter? Or do you still have a VRChat daughter? Do you still have a VRChat family or anything like that?
No.
No?
No, they all left.
Okay. I got another question for you. Is it true that you ERP'd with a while they were on a sub?
Minor while they were...
Yeah.
No, they weren't a minor, and I didn't know they were...
Okay.
I've never been around someone that was high before, so I wouldn't know, honestly.
Okay. What about this? So we have a 5-minute recording of 2 people confronting you, one of them being a person named Silent Mama. You admit to doing something wrong in the recording. What exactly was it? Do you know?
What we're talking about right now.
Right now? Okay. And do you regret what you've done? I think you do, based on what you've told me, but I want to hear your words. Do you personally regret everything that's happened?
I do.
Okay. If you could say anything to your victims, what would you say right now?
I would say I'm sorry, but I know a simple sorry won't take back everything.
Okay. Is there anything else you would want to say?
And like you said before, this isn't gonna the cops aren't gonna go hold of this, right?
We have some more questions here. Have you ever threatened to dox anybody?
I don't have that ability to, so no.
So you've never threatened it, even if you don't know how to do it. Some people may say, "Oh, I'm gonna dox you," you know, even if they don't know how to do it, just to seem big. You've never done that before, just because.
I don't think I used those words.
Well, what kind of words would you have used? In the sense that they would think you're going to dox them, if you didn't exactly say you were going to dox them. Why would
I just said, because back then I used to have mods, for VRChat where you could fly around.
You had a client? Okay, I see what you
mean. But I had to get rid of that because they had the anti-cheat thing.
Yeah, the anti-cheat. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Okay, well, have you ever threatened to dox directly? Himself, your IRL.
I don't remember him exactly.
You don't remember threatening to dox him? Directly?
No.
Okay. Do you believe you've changed at all?
Yes, I believe I have.
Why do you believe you've changed? After everything you've done, why do you believe you've changed and become better? What have you learned?
Because I don't do what I was accused of, anymore at all.
You don't do it anymore, but the reason they're accusing you is because you have done it in the past. But you're saying that you've learned from that and that you've grown and you don't do all that anymore?
I believe I have, yes.
Okay. All right. Did you ever sleep with... Yeah.
I would specify what you mean by that.
Did you ever... ERP with... Do you know who I'm talking about?
I knew a couple people named it. Can you, specify?
I don't exactly know which... I didn't know there was two, but... Do you interact with one more than the other?
I've never done that with... I can tell you that.
You've never slept with a girl?
No.
Then why did you tell you two have kissed and done all of the above? Is this something you think is funny to joke about? If you did say that? If you didn't do it, but you said to that you kissed and done all this, why would you joke about that?
She told me that it was all right. I believe that.
And how old were you at the time?
Still the same age. I'm 20 right now.
Okay. Oh, so you... Okay. I understand. Well, do you think it's appropriate for a 20-year-old to hang out with 7-year-olds and make sexual jokes and remarks towards them?
Probably not.
Probably not. Okay. I would definitely say it's most definitely not appropriate. And do you think it's appropriate to try and pressure a 7-year-old girl to turn on her camera and send photos of her face to you as a 20-year-old?
I never asked for face photos from anyone.
You've never asked for face photos, and you've never pressured anyone to send photos of themselves? Face photos, not even just face photos? You've never done that?
No, if I have asked someone to show a face photo, it's because I don't know the whole story to it.
The whole story to what?
Like, who they are and stuff like that.
Okay, would you...
Because,
Okay, well, would you ask for their age before that? Because I personally wouldn't ask people for their faces when I get to know them. You know what I mean? On the internet. I wouldn't be like, send me a picture of your face.
It's just like trust issues, That's the only reason why.
I understand that, but the only issue is that it's said to be a minor, that you tried to get them to take pictures of their face and stuff. Even if it wasn't for a predatory issue, do you understand why people might think that's kind of predatory?
Okay, now that I'm still, I get it.
Okay. Do you have anything else that you want to say? Anything else you want to say to the victims, to us, about your situation? That's pretty much all the questions I have for you today. Is there anything else you want to know? Anything else you want us to know? Any of you guys want to say something? Okay.
I have a couple questions I'd just like to ask. When did you start playing VRChat?
Ooh, that's a good question. I really don't remember the exact date, but I know it was like around when COVID hit. Definitely around when COVID hit.
Do you remember why you started playing VRChat?
Because I saw a lot of people playing VRChat, and I thought it would be a fun experience. I didn't know about all this stuff until just recently.
Okay.
What? This guy is not making sense.
Now, I understand that you engaged pretty early on with the W side of VRChat, say as a minor, in your claim. How would you say your first interaction with that side of the game, how would you say like what your experience with that was like?
It was uncomforting at first,
Come on, man, don't lie.
but
You wouldn't have engaged if it was uncomfortable.
sort of, became interesting, and I just kept going along with it.
So did you like intentionally start putting yourself around these kinds of people?
Not intentionally. It
Unintentionally.
just happened to happen.
I don't know.
It just happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we believe anything this guy's saying? I don't.
Other thing, now I just have a quick question about like, I understand that you said you were 16 when most of this went down, right?
I said
15 or 16. Okay. And so how old are you now?
20.
20. Okay. So whenever you started playing VRChat, you started engaging with this stuff pretty early on, I'd say, right?
Like 15 years.
It was at 14 I started engaging.
14.
14.
Okay.
Thought you were 15.
So you've been playing since like 2019?
I guess whenever COVID started.
Whenever COVID started. Okay.
Yeah.
That's really all I have to ask. I appreciate it. Thank you.
And I don't expect anyone in this call to believe what I'm saying at all. I really don't.
That's totally fine. Does anybody else have anything else they want to add to this before we wrap up?
Yeah, I got one. You
What's up,
mentioned you estimated 12 kids, correct?
Which is insane.
Yes.
Can you give us a timeline on when that happened? Like, I know you don't have a perfect recall.
I
or
don't
anything,
have
but, like,
good
what's-
memory, no.
but an
I
estimation
failed
on that
memory
too
class.
would be useful. Like, we could just get a picture.
I'm just going to say this. I failed at memory class. That's a joke, by the way. I'm sorry. I know this is a serious matter, but some humor's alright, I feel like.
Just an estimation. I mean, anything you can. I mean, you know best, so I mean.
Yeah,
if you want me to be 100% honest, I don't know. I genuinely don't know.
I mean, you said it hasn't happened the last year, so like before that, like ended.
I'm sorry. I'm being as honest as I can with you guys. I don't.
Okay. There was some talk about the year-old. Did anything specifically happen with that 12-year-old you'd like to share or discuss? Like, I don't fully understand everything that's been happening. We're working with like third-hand information. That's why it was so important to talk to you.
Oh damn. Sorry about that. Anyway, not that I can remember that you guys don't know.
Okay. And someone named April was brought up. Do you have an April in your server? I believe that's the April in question.
Yeah, that's her.
Okay.
He acted like he had no first.
So now that we have Jimbo, what was the exact question on April?
The question was if he with her.
Yeah. So now you know which April we're talking about. Can you answer that question?
Yeah. Again, she was the one who told me that it was all right, and I told her my age, where she was at. She said it was all right, what we were doing, and I guess I just believed it.
Okay. Is that still something going on now?
No, we cut that off. You cut
that off. When did you cut that off?
Let me look in our text messages, because we did text, and when we cut it off. Give me 1 minute. Sorry, this is taking so long. Scrolling through texts.
Take your time.
Again, I'm sorry. This is taking so long.
No, that's all right. I mean, you two must message a lot, so it's probably just buried under there.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, she cut things off on the 26th. We cut things off the 26th.
26th of which month?
Sorry. Again, sorry. Of April.
Okay. Can you just get a screenshot of that? That'd be huge. That'd be really helpful.
Oh yeah, just give me 1 second. I gotta look back through my phone. Give me a minute.
You're good.
Again, I try to find humor in some things, not everything, but I'll send it in the group chat just to make it easier.
That'd be perfect.
There we go. And I just went by the first text, by the way, so...
So you guys aren't in communication anymore?
We talk only for, like, my YouTube channel. We, like, for videos and stuff. But that's it.
Okay.
Because that's really all I care about doing nowadays.
Okay. That's what that server's about. You guys hang out in there for the YouTube stuff.
Doesn't want me to ruin his career.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So it ended April. When did it start then? With also funny enough, her name is. When did it start?
She told me that like it started with maybe I could rebound with you. Like she just broke up with her boyfriend, and she's like maybe I could rebound with Sam. Then she's like, I don't want to be rebound. And then her friend Shelly, I don't know if you guys heard of her, asked me, do you like her? I mean, like, and I'm like, but isn't she something? Isn't that like believe? And then we talked, me in April, and she's like, it's fine. You're fine to date me. It's fine. And I'm like, how about, and I just thought maybe if this was alright. She said it was alright, what we were doing. And I also believed it. I believed it. And I was like, just to be sure, I was like, let's wait until you turn 18, then we can get together. And I'm like, and I was told by my friend, like, it's okay if she turns when she turns 18, it's fine.
But stuff had happened before then.
Yeah, I didn't, and it got, yeah.
So, she breaks up with somebody, you're kind of the rebound / maybe comfort, and, she kind of takes advantage and things kind of go somewhere before, it should happen.
Yeah.
Is that the gist of it?
Pretty much.
Did she send you any pictures or anything? What? I mean, yeah, the rebound's your words. Like, yeah, I'm not trying to be mean to her. I mean, we get the idea she might have been using you that way. Did she send you pictures?
No, we never sent anything. The only thing we did, if you want me to be 100% honest, is when we were on call. That's it.
Okay, so just stuff on calls, but so just turn the call on, turn cameras on, that sort of thing. No pictures.
No pictures. The only picture she showed me was like when she went to prom and stuff like that.
Just showing off the prom dress.
Yeah, showing off. I don't really get what the big deal of prom is. Like, I don't go to dances. I never liked any of my school dances at all.
Yeah, never got it myself, but.
I never went to prom.
So it was all through call, just turn cameras on, little stuff like that. And how long did this period last?
I'm bad with timing and stuff.
It doesn't need to be down to a date or anything. I know it's unreasonable to expect you to remember every little thing, but just an estimation.
I guess like a couple weeks, couple months, if I can give an estimate. I don't know.
A couple months. I'm calling it a couple months.
I don't know. But again, she was the one who said it was okay. And her mom would allow it.
She's not 18 yet, correct?
Correct. But that's when I was like, okay, maybe.
How long till she turns 18?
She said July, and I forgot the day exactly, but I know it was somewhere in July.
Do you have any plans of resuming a relationship when she turns 18?
She cut off with me, so I assume she doesn't want me.
She cut off with you.
And I'm like, if this is what you want, then okay, I respect that.
Okay. If it were up to you, I mean, like, you guys still work together. I mean, like, if that was on the table, would you resume a relationship?
I mean, if that's what she really wants, then I'm willing to wait. Is the thing. But if I made her uncomfortable in any way, I would like to know about it. You know what I mean?
Of course. Trying to think if there was anything else I should ask. I can't think of anything said. I don't know if anyone else has anything at this moment.
I got one more question. Just going back to quite a bit earlier, I just want to know, like, how do you think it's not wrong to do sexual things with minors? I'm having a trouble understanding how you didn't understand that.
I don't know. Again, I didn't know back then. My mindset didn't know that was wrong at the time. I don't get that.
Okay.
I didn't get that back then.
Back then, as
Can I ask-
you were, what, 15, 16, 17? Or were you like 19, 18, 20? When you didn't know?
No, right? Like the now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 20, but like back then I was like around 15.
Okay. And you just didn't really understand it?
I didn't really understand a lot of anything. I didn't even know what the word "cum" was when I was honestly.
Okay. That's the last question I have. If
None
anyone
of those
else-
were after. None of those were after you turned 18.
But what happened? Sorry.
So none of those were after you turned 18.
No, I stopped at 18.
Okay.
I completely cut everything off.
I got one question.
What?
Were you
Doesn't make
were you
sense.
attracted to these individuals that you like engaged with?
What do you mean by attract?
Did you find them like infatuating, like sexually?
Kinda. I don't really remember.
Okay.
I'm being genuinely honest. I am being honest here with all of you. I am being honest. Really, I am.
Okay. All right. Does anybody else have anything else at all? Because I'm pretty much done with the questions here. You have anything else you want to say, Sans, about anything?
I know I've asked this like 3 times already, or I don't know if it's been twice.
If you're worried about the video,
this
it's
is-
not going to go up on YouTube, okay?
Sorry, I'm just making sure.
No, I get it. I understand.
Okay.
Anybody else?
That's all the questions I have.
Okay. Well, Sans, I think that's going to wrap up our conversation. I do appreciate you coming in here today. I really do. I wanted to get your side of everything because we were getting told a bunch of different things from a bunch of different people, and we wanted to come to the source. You know what I mean? Do appreciate your honesty, and all of that stuff. You don't have to worry about the video going up on the internet or anything. This was just for us. And that's pretty much all I wanted to say to finish up. So yeah, you're free to leave whenever you want. Thank you for your time.
Really, really quick, Sans. If we have any other issues, are we free to reach out to you to clear things up?
Oh yeah.
Yes, I will. I'll be as honest as I can with you guys.
We appreciate that.
All right. Yeah. You have a good day, guys.
Grim, were you gonna say something? You unmuted.
Oh yeah, Turtle, you're unmuted here.
I can't really, I'm learning this now,
Yeah.
I'll talk to Sans privately, I think.
Okay. Okay. Well,
We'll give you two some
I'm gonna
space.
go ahead and dip. Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Alright, guys, so that's pretty much the first interaction or confrontation, you could say, that we had with Sans that also ended up leading to multiple admissions, to, surprise to everybody in there. We were not expecting him to be as open as he was in this scenario. He was a lot more open than I was definitely expecting.
Definitely took me by surprise. But this next clip that you're going to be seeing is an interaction between the decoy and Sans, talking about a new victim that has been alleged by one of the other people that we were talking about in the confrontation, who is alleged to be 10 to 11 years old. However, Sans admits that he believes 12 to 13. So we're going to be playing that. It's another long clip that I'm going to be playing. But yeah, here is that clip, you guys.
Hello? Damn.
You're not talking.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. You called me very quickly.
Because you wanted to talk.
Yeah, but I didn't think you were just gonna call me out of nowhere. You don't have to be here and talk about this, because obviously I feel like we talk about it quite a bit. You're not. Yeah, I don't want to make you feel like you're under duress or anything. So, like, if you don't want to talk about it, we don't have to.
Am I?
Are you?
I don't know.
You can hang up if you don't want to talk about it and you don't want to be here.
Are you recording this?
No, I'm not.
Okay, go ahead and tell me what you need to talk about.
Okay. So I just want you to be honest with me, because you lied to them and I was in the call when you lied to them, and now I'm getting more stuff about people, and I don't think that's cool.
I don't think I lied to you. I told you the truth.
Yeah, but, well, I've been defending you, right? Like, I've been protecting you.
Yeah, but I've been telling you the truth, honestly.
Okay. So, Delta, you know Delta, right? We've already established that in the last, thing. So.
Yes.
Who is A?
A?
Mm-hmm.
She was someone I was with.
How old was A?
12, I believe.
They weren't 11 years old?
I heard the word 12 or 13.
So why am I being told that they're 11?
I didn't know that.
Okay.
No one told me that.
And, who's N?
She was my VRC daughter.
Okay. And how old was she?
I believe I forgot how old she said she was. I don't remember, honestly.
Did you do anything sexual with her?
Not that I can remember.
Okay. But you did, like, ERP with A?
I do remember that, yes. But she told me, yeah.
Okay. When were you with A?
I think it was while I was with Athena's Poly still.
With that other girl that you were talking about, what's her name? The girl who introduced you to Polly?
Yeah.
Okay. What year would you say it was?
I don't really remember the year. I know it was the time I hit when COVID hit.
When COVID hit?
Yeah.
It was like mid-COVID, or it was like early COVID?
Like when COVID started. That's where around the time when I got my headset.
Okay.
My first headset, the Oculus Quest 1.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. So, you told them 12, right? You said, like, you did dirty stuff.
Yeah, that's
with,
what I...
like, about 12 months.
Yes.
Okay.
My estimate, because I honestly didn't remember the amount.
Yeah, your estimate. Well, I just, like, I went through, like, everything. Why does it say 20?
I don't remember 20. I only remembered that many.
I understand. Are you like, I mean, I don't know how to phrase this. Are you like a player? You know what I mean? Like, did
I used. Okay, as I said before in there, I didn't know what poly really was until then.
But
Until I learned about it, so I.
but like, did you like around a lot? Like, would you like be in a relationship with a girl and then like break up with her and then get into another relationship with another girl?
No, I would be like what back then when it was like that. I was pretty much with that person and stayed and got with another, stayed with and got with another. That's how it worked with me back then.
Okay. Is there anything you want to like say?
You are recording, aren't you?
No. I'm saying, like, is there anything you want to say? Because I, like, have a bunch of stuff. I'm on my phone right now. Hold on. Do you not hear my typing?
Yeah, kind of.
You said that they confronted you, I believe it was last year, right? When you were, like, 19?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Why did they bring up something
1918.
that was old? Like, who was the person who started it?
Brought it back up? Who brought it back up, you mean?
Yeah, like, was there like one of the girls who claimed to be a victim in the server and then she said something? Like, who brought all of this stuff up?
Okay, so are you talking about was the video recent or like a while ago recent?
Like a while ago, because I saw hold on, let me grab it. There's a screenshot of so it's someone named, and she forwarded a message.
Could I? Oh, I remember that. So yeah, that was around the time when you probably saw that video. If it's what I think it is.
So so there's a part in here that says, I was also told he groomed a 7-year-old, and I do not know if the underage victim mentioned in the comment section is the 7-year-old or the underage victim is linked to the 7-year-old. He also, to my limited knowledge, did ERP with someone while she was high.
Okay, that I didn't know she was high, and she was not 12 like they said they were. She is 19 right now.
Okay. Well, I don't care about that, really. I care about the 7-year-old. Did you groom a 7-year-old?
I don't remember that, and I don't remember them being so. I never remember doing anything with someone that was.
So the video of Ghost confronting you. The video of the girl confronting you with like mama next to her, and she's saying, "Are you a pedophile?" Because that's what she's talking like in the full video. I just have the 1 minute and 47 clip here in front of me. She like, but there's like a 5-minute video, right? So you know that YouTube.
Is it up
video?
now?
No, it's taken down because I've been defending you. But the more stuff comes out, the more I'm like, why don't you just tell me the truth? Because I look stupid when I'm saying like, oh no, he's just awkward. Like he's fine.
I am being honest with you when I said I never did anything with a 7-year-old.
Okay. Well, the screenshots that I was sent, or the ones that you sent me of like when you searched up your name and the YouTube video came up, like the Sands 123, the monster who got away for 4 months, and then those that specific like thing. So that's that video that's been now privated because I've been trying to figure out like what's going on, and I've been defending you and trying to figure some stuff out. So in the video they quite literally say 7-year-old. They say, did you sleep with a 7-year-old? And then you go, I'm afraid that if I admit to it now, you guys will unadd me. So
I don't remember. Okay, I'm being dead honest with you. I I didn't really hear that part when they said that. I thought they were saying the pedophile stuff still. I had my volume low.
Do you remember the world that you were in that video?
I remember Popcorn Palace. Sorry, Popcorn Palace.
Popcorn Palace. Do you remember the avatar you were wearing?
Which avatar?
No, I'm asking you. Do you remember the avatar you were wearing?
Probably my avatar was a sword.
With a sword?
Yeah, I had like a Demon Slayer avatar. Like, well, it wasn't really Demon Slayer. It was more of a Genshin character that was made for a Demon Slayer roleplay server. If it's not that, then I have no idea.
Then this is a completely different video. What video are you talking about?
Can I see the video?
Yeah, no problem.
No, I never did anything with.
What did you do?
Hannah. She was already taken, and she was under.
You bring up in this clip.
Yeah, yeah, no.
I don't know who is. Who's Hannah?
She was someone that was in my crew. Oh, yep, I remember this.
Then you had to have done something. You had to have done something, Sans.
All right. No, I never did anything with.
What did you do?
Hannah. She was already taken, and she was under. So I never did anything with. Nothing.
I don't. Sans. You need to tell the truth. What did I tell you about lying? It's just gonna hurt everyone around you.
I'm just. I'm afraid if I confess now, you'll all unadd me, and I don't want that, because that's not who I am anymore.
What did you do?
Yeah, but... Yes, I did stuff. But I'm not that way anymore.
Sans.
Not with him. I can tell you that. I'm being honest.
That poor little... Those poor little girls. Then you have
Oh,
to have
yeah,
done
that's
something.
me. That's... Oh, never mind. That's the avatar I normally wear. Never mind. I was confused.
Yeah.
Whoops.
So who's the girl recording?
Might be Gina.
Who's Ghost?
My VRC daughter. My used-to-be VRC daughter.
Okay, and who's Simon? Why is she talking?
That's...
Like, who's she? I don't know.
She's the person that you've heard about, when she was...
Okay, so she's the person. Okay. And
I didn't know she was...
She's also the person that forwarded the message of, like, Project blah 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 Sans Gamer. Were you friends with Project?
Was at one point. Was with the keyword.
Okay. I'm getting so many different, like, I just wanna...
That's the part where, with the part, that's where it kind of gets ridiculous. That's where it gets, like, over dramatic.
That's the part where it gets over dramatic?
Yeah.
Where
I
would
never
they
did
have
anything
gotten that
with-
from? Was there anything, like, that you did that they could have spun that way?
I don't remember anyone saying they were...
No, but was there anything, like, that you did? Like, I'm not saying, like, they said that they were 7. Was there anything that you did that they could have, like, spun it that way to make it seem like that person was 7?
I don't think so.
So this is just like a baseless random accusation.
What I'm getting, yes, because I don't remember being around anyone that was because like what does Seth be on VRChat anyway?
I asked myself why I'm even on VRChat every day.
You're 16, that's alright.
So okay, so the 7-year-old allegation you're saying is baseless. It's not true.
To my knowledge, yes.
Okay, let me look at the rest of this and whatever it is. Hold on. So who was one of your directors?
Okay, so there was Pillow,
Mm-hmm.
Cassie, and Ghostina. Those were the 4 directors. Or 3. Would that be 3? 3 or 4 or 3, okay?
Okay. So those were your directors. So have you ever like attempted to dox someone?
Not that I am aware of, no. Not that I remember, no.
So when you shared your PC the other day, and you shared your whole screen, there was something on your desktop that said blackmail against someone. What's that on your... What is it? Like, you have blackmail against someone?
Yeah, Cassie, pretty much. This isn't gonna be some. This isn't somehow gonna get to her, right?
I don't have any contact with any of those people. I mean, I've told you already, like, I'm, like, literally trying to protect you, but the more you just leave out or you don't
Because
tell
Cassie,
me, the more I don't know.
She's been something. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, so what's the blackmail that you have against her?
The only thing I really got, if you want me to be honest, is just her getting naked in front of someone with another person, 2 people naked. And her jerk.
Oh. So you have revenge, technically?
I mean, if you want to consider it that. Because, like, what I heard today, like, you want to know what I heard from her today?
Oh, what did... Oh, who's Cat? What? You said heard from... I don't know who she is. Do I, like, have I connected?
That's who Cassie is saying.
Oh, okay, that's... I don't know her
Cassie.
name. Okay. Yeah.
And, she said that she helped record to me. You know, the video that she said she was recording to and sent it to someone. Sent it to Ghostina, and it somehow got to whoever got a hold of it.
Mm-hmm. Can I see that?
See what?
Can I see her talking to you?
I didn't record that.
Oh, you spoke with her verbally. You didn't text her?
No, we were on VRChat talking. I didn't record it.
I have a question. How did you get your hands on, like, the pictures or videos of her, like, naked and doing sexual stuff?
When I was around her, and, because she told me to, like, one day, like, for the off part, she said to stay in the other room. I didn't listen. So I thought I could, like, take it upon myself to record that, but I was like, you know, she didn't go anywhere further than just... She knew I was there, so...
Does she know
you still there?
You have it?
Hopefully not. Maybe the part where she was jerking... I don't know.
What do you mean, Wait, I'm sorry. Did you say hopefully not?
I said I hope she doesn't know.
You said you only have a couple things of her. I mean...
That's it.
Is it like her real face, or is it like her VR avatar?
VR.
It's her VR avatar.
But there was also this one time she took a shower in front of me and Earthquake, which is her VRC father.
So you've seen her like on like the phone?
Kinda, but kinda not, if that makes sense.
So I was told that it was last year or the year before that. So when you were 18, 19.
What?
Did you have contact with A when you were 18 or 19?
I remember joining her one time, but that's it.
Just you joined her just one time?
Yeah, and then she told me about like my girlfriend Sparta and how she had a whole full case on me.
When was that?
But after that, I just stopped talking to her.
When was that?
I forgot when that was, but I blocked her after that.
But it was when you were 18 or 19, so like within like the past 2 years?
I guess, yeah.
Okay. I'm just confused on the timeline because they're sending me one thing and you're telling me another. So
I'm bad with time, so like I'm just estimating, really.
Are you okay with talking with one of the people that you talked to or not yesterday, but the other day with, when they all were talking to you?
I don't want to get recorded again.
He's not going to record you.
You said that last time, but he ended up doing it.
Jimbo?
Yeah.
Jimbo recorded you. Yeah.
Yeah, he said he was.
Yeah, but if you look on his channel right now, 1, he hasn't posted you at all because of me. 2, it's not Jimbo. It's not Jimbo.
Who is it this time?
It's my friend. It's the one I told you that helps me when I have panic attacks.
I kind of only want to talk to you about this, no one else, if that's alright.
Okay. I won't force you to do anything you don't want to do.
Because I don't want to take that chance.
So, okay. I still have other questions.
What's up?
So, you mentioned prior that, like, okay, so you estimated, like, about 12 that you engage with sexual behavior with, right? So, I kind of just want to ask you, like, questions about, like, those specific experiences for, like, what you can remember.
Okay.
How did you, like, meet them exactly? Was it, like, did you make videos and, like, that's how you got in contact with them?
No, I stopped all of that after I made a crew. I stopped most of that when I made a crew the first time.
When did you make a crew the first time?
I looked at my channel and I was like, fuck it, I need to make a crew. I want to do more YouTube. And I said to myself, fuck it. Then I started gathering most of the friends I had. And from there, I started making YouTube videos on a channel called Sorry, I don't know why I can't speak today. Multiverse Allies VR.
When did you make
But I had to shut that channel down. What?
When did you make that channel?
Oh, it was a while ago. I forgot how long ago it was. Sorry.
Like at the start of COVID?
I think it was like right in the middle, or like right in the middle when it was going to stop.
In the middle of COVID.
Like in the middle, I think. I'm terrible with remembering times, so forgive me.
No, that's okay. I guess, yeah, I was just confused on the timeline. But you're saying in the middle of COVID, that's when you made the Multiverse Allies, and okay, that's when the 12. Okay, yeah. So I have another question. So like, can you like tell me anything about them? Do you even like remember who they are?
I kind of tried to push that part that happened out of my mind.
So, like,
I
you
tried
don't
to
remember
forget.
their names or anything, even where they live?
I remember, but and that's pretty much it.
Do you remember someone named...
Who?
Mm-hmm. Do you know someone named...
No, none of those names are familiar.
So, did anybody know that you were dating them?
I don't think so. Again, I can't really remember. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I understand. So, like, no one knew that you were dating these people?
No, not that I remember. I don't even remember anyone named Mello or Raccoon. I know you probably don't believe me.
I mean, I get screenshots all the time, right? And so what happens is, unless I see something super concerning and your name is in it, I don't say anything. I ignore it. But, like, I have, like, screenshots with your name in it, so that's why I'm asking.
Yeah, no, I don't remember anyone like that.
How long did, like, the relationships with these people last?
Again, I didn't know much about relationships, so I was pretty much with everyone, so, like, I don't know.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, how long of a... Like, did you date them for, like, a year?
I don't. Again, I'm sorry. I'm trying to answer honestly here. It's just, like, I don't remember. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Did you guys part on good terms? Like, when you guys did break up, like, were you guys friends after?
Okay, so pretty much I didn't say anything to them when I dumped. I just stopped existing. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Because like, you know, when I realized that what I was doing was fucked, I threw up, as I said before. Because I didn't have that filter to tell me what was wrong or not back then. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
Yeah, you probably don't believe me.
You're saying that, but I've been very nice to you, even after I heard everything with
But
Jimbo.
do you believe me,
and all of
honestly?
them. I believe part of what you're saying. It's just, I also think, do you want me to be honest with you?
Be dead ass.
Dead ass. I think that you're being really, like, you're being secretive because you think that if you tell me the full extent and the full truth, that you're gonna wake up tomorrow and there's going to be either police knocking at your door, or you think I'm gonna expose you. You don't fully trust me. That's why you're hiding a lot of stuff. But I know that you know deep down that I've already seen almost every screenshot, and I'm just getting more. But to be realistic with you, if you were going to jail at all, right, and all these screenshots, like, it would have already been done. If I didn't care about hearing your side of the story, because I do. It's kind of crazy that I'm saying that, but I do care for your side of the story because I'm the type of person who believes in trust all victims first. I do think a lot of the screenshots that I've received have been taken out of context in some areas. There's a lot of you admitting to stuff, but it's very vague, you know? And so I do want to protect you in some way. I want to make sure that your voice is heard, and that beyond a reasonable doubt that you're not getting persecuted or hurt. I'm trying to do the right thing as much as I can.
I know.
But when you sit there and you, like, you tell me something and I already know the answer, I'm just like, why are you lying to me?
I am being dead ass. I don't remember a lot. I'm being
but when I
honest
asked
about
you, but I'm still hurt over, like, the thing. Like, why'd you tell me he was a hacker? And then the next thing was like, oh, I didn't do anything that crazy. I dated someone, blah blah blah, and I was 16 at the time. But then your story changed, and then Jimbo came along and he, like, confronted you, and I was there, and when they left, I literally told you, like, that literally made me freak out. Like, I can't believe you told them.
I thought you said you weren't listening to all of it.
I wasn't listening to all of it because I was freaking the fuck out. Because after you said, like, you had, like, 12 victims, I literally took off my headphones. At that point, I literally took off my headphones and just walked away. Because you understand, like, you saying that, like, is very, What you told me was you were a minor who dated another minor who I thought was maybe 15 or 14, and they spun it in some way. But what you actually said during the confrontation was, well, I was dating someone, don't exactly remember what, and they were way younger. And all the proof I'm getting is telling me that you've dated an 11-year-old and you were 19. So I don't know what to believe. And what hurts me is the fact that I don't know if you're lying or not.
I'm telling the truth. I don't remember ever being with a 11-year-old while I was 19.
But you do remember it.
That's the only one out of everyone I remember, honestly.
And this is 11.
I thought she was 12 or 13.
So if she was 12 or 14, did you meet Ace when you made your crew?
No, I met Ace before I made the crew, before I made a channel, before I made the Demon Slayer group. That was around the time I was with, like, Athena still.
Okay, that's when you were with still Athena. Can you tell me all of the ages of the 12 people that... I know you said, like, you don't remember, but, like what were the ballpark ages?
I'm being honest, I don't remember. I genuinely don't remember. I'm being as honest as I can with you, Tur.
I know. I'm frustrated because it's not that I, like, don't believe you. I just don't know how much I can trust you. Because, like, I feel like you only admit to stuff when I'm not around. Because you admitted it to Jimbo and all of them as soon as, like, I wasn't there. It's like you're hiding it from me, and I don't know why you're hiding it from me.
I'm not hiding anything. There was just some stuff I forgot to add when we were talking.
Hold on. Give me a second. I wasn't lying to you. It was just some stuff I forgot to add. Oh! Oh, chat, are you hearing this? Lord, give me strength. He's a D1 liar. He literally admitted to having 12 victims. And also, at this point, have you not noticed that when I said, okay, when did you make the multiverse allies, blah, 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 in the middle of COVID. So he was already an adult at that time. He was already an adult at that time. He was already at that time is when he met these 12 victims. But specifically the 11-year-old, or I guess 12 is what he's claiming. Specifically the 11 to 12-year-old was before that. But the other 12 victims were in the middle of COVID when he was 18. So ooh. I just want to clear something up. Sorry. Sorry about that. So, you made the Multiverse Allies YouTube channel in the middle of...
I believe it was right in the middle.
Okay.
Well, actually, let me clear something up there. I started making videos, but I stopped for a while, but then during the middle of COVID, I proceeded to make more videos. I made a crew.
Okay.
Hello?
And that's when you met, like, your old crew, like, with the kids in there or whatever, right?
I guess.
I can't even think right now. I'm so stupid. Hold on. COVID was in 2020, right?
Right.
And in the middle of COVID is 2022.
Yeah, it would be like right there.
Like 2022. What? I have a question. What month was your birthday in?
It was in April.
Oh, you're an April baby too?
Yeah.
I'm an April baby.
Why do you keep muting? Are you on VRChat?
No, I had to burp. Oh, I didn't mute in time for that one. Whoopsie. I'm just doing quick math. Is that why you said it was legal?
What?
Because if you're 20 years old now,
Correct.
and your birthday's in April, in 2022 you were 18. And that's when you met all those 12 people. When you started the Multiverse Allies.
It was when I was 16. Wait, what? Sorry. What year was all this? Sorry. Again, I'm sorry. I'm terrible at memory.
So you said you met all those 12 people, all the 12 like people that you assume, or like your estimation, those 12 people. You said you met them when you were making videos for Multiverse Allies.
Yeah,
right?
For the crew, not the...
For the crew.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you said it was in the middle of COVID when you made Multiverse Allies. Is that correct?
Correct.
You're 20 years old now, is that correct?
Yep.
That made you 18 in 2022, correct?
Yeah, and that's... Yeah.
Okay. Is that why you said, you know, like you could go to jail for this when you first talked to Jimbo?
Yeah.
Do you live alone?
No.
Okay. I just don't understand, like, how all of this could go on. And, like, does your family know about any of this?
No, and it's good that way.
I just don't understand how they don't know. Because, like, I feel like these people are being very loud about what happened.
They don't pay attention to the internet.
Are they old?
Yeah.
My mom's old, but she's always on her phone. I guess I don't even know why I care. I don't know why I care. I shouldn't care. I guess I just care because you said Del was a hacker and he wasn't, and you guys were like friends, and I was just like, why would you lie to me about that? Like, what else are you lying to me about? And I've been like really nice to you, and then more screenshots came up and like that video and everything, so I just... Are you okay? You don't feel like upset or anything?
I'm not upset with you, if that's what you're trying to ask.
Do you feel like you're forced to talk about this?
I'm openly talking about this.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate you openly talking about this. It takes a lot of...
If I didn't want to talk about this,
stuff.
If I didn't want to talk about this, I would have already been gone.
I know. I wouldn't keep you here. I guess I just... Yeah, that's pretty much all I had to clear up. I won't bother you anymore about it. I know for a fact that they want to talk to you one more time.
Who, Jimbo?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
You don't want to talk to them at all?
Is it necessary?
I mean, the fact that you spoke to him in the first place was like enough for him to be like, okay, like he was willing to talk about it and be honest with us. A lot of the time, people who have like pedophile allegations or like they do stuff with, a lot of the time they try to hide from it. And so that's the type of people that he goes after. So, like, the fact that you were willing to talk, I guess, you know, kind of it's not a bad thing.
Because I talked to him the first time. Would he understand if I said no this time, or?
I mean, if you don't want to talk to him, you don't have to talk to him. I'm not going to force you to talk to him.
Well, I don't want him thinking anything. That's why I'm asking. Like, since I talked to him the first time.
No, I mean, I'll tell him, like, he just doesn't want to talk about it anymore. He wants to move on from it.
Okay.
And then that'll be the end of it. I mean, if I get more screenshots, I will be like, hey, what's this about? Because I'm nosy.
I need to know. Does we know about this?
They have no idea. I haven't told them anything. And I actually did dig around to see if maybe they were the ones who said something, but they weren't.
They didn't say anything. I know that for a fact. They didn't know anything about me when I met them.
I did digging. They didn't say anything, but I didn't tell them anything.
Yeah, me and Cassie got into another argument, though.
Are you still friends with Cassie?
I've been told not to be.
By who?
By multiple people. My daughter, one of her close friends said not to be friends with her and hang out. Well, she said not to date her. Like, I just asked a simple question. I don't get how I was in the wrong there.
Yeah. Why do you stay around her if you have revenge of her?
Because besides her, I really don't have anyone that I could consider that close.
Is she still friends with you after she confronted you?
She said we've been through thick and thin together, so I guess that's the only reason why she sticks around. She's actually unfriended me a couple times. When I mean a couple, I meant once.
Have you ever...
Because I kept cock
blocking? Is that what you were about to say?
Yeah, I cock blocked her a lot over that.
Do you still have feelings for her?
Yes, but at the same time, I understand why she doesn't want to be with me. That's a very long cough.
Did you
Very long cough. What?
Did you mute me?
No, you muted yourself.
I didn't click anything to mute myself.
Well, you did mute yourself.
Hold on. What the fuck? Why is that keybind connected to that?
That is weird. But yeah, she does bully me a lot, but she knows how to back off. Sometimes. But today it got like too much, like I just couldn't be around her anymore. Like, and she wonders why I don't want to be around her. It's just because like things get too much.
I have a question.
What?
Like, besides her, do you have pictures of anybody else on your computer? Because I saw other files on there too when you were sharing your screen.
What do you mean? Explain.
Like, you know how, like, you have her?
Yeah.
Do you have porn of anybody else?
Okay, so I can explain this, and don't tell April I told you. Well, she knows, because I was there when we did that.
Mm-hmm.
She told me it was okay to do, so, like, I thought 7 was okay, but it's not.
I mean, I can't... I think 16 is the age of consent.
Yeah, and she's like, her mom would allow it, but I was confused, but then Jimbo was like, you think that's alright? And I'm like...
Well, he was just asking a question. He was just asking a question.
Well, she told me it was alright, that's what I answered.
Oh, yeah, but listen, the way Jimbo talks is just how Jimbo talks. He's not, like...
He talks like Chris Hansen.
That's just how he talks, right? He sounds rough, but, like, age of consent is... So, I mean...
Yeah, but then I get told by my parents, oh, it has to be 18.
Oh, your parents say it has to be 18?
Or up.
Some people have different, like, moral, like, thing. Like, some people think morally it should be 18, you know, but that's, you know, whatever. Like, I don't have an opinion. I'll have an opinion when, I don't know. I'll have opinion eventually, but you have pictures of April?
No, it was like a video we did together.
Oh, a video you guys. Oh, a video?
Yeah.
On the phone?
She said it was okay. And
You guys turn on your camera and everything? I know you saying she said it was okay, but damn. Y'all got freaky.
but I deleted it because after I got hacked, I deleted it.
Who deleted it?
Because I wasn't going to risk that shit. I deleted it because after I got hacked. Because I didn't want to risk that shit going out to, like, everyone.
Was it on your Discord?
It was a video file.
On your Discord?
Not on my Discord, on my laptop itself.
Oh, so you just right-clicked and hit delete? You're just like, get that
Yeah, I
out of
delete.
here.
Yeah, she told me I didn't have to, but, like, I'm not risking that shit. I ain't risking it for no biscuit.
I mean, yeah. Is that the
And the guy
only
that texted me-
PS5?
Yeah, besides that, that's all I really had except pictures of Cat on VRChat. A bunch of them.
Mm,
Like, holy hell, there was a lot.
wow.
She says she's not a. Look what she does.
I don't know her. I can't say anything about her. Why do people do it?
Because some people like myself, can't get someone IRL.
You just need to leave your house more.
Nah, I gave up on that.
You just literally need to leave your house more. I bet you'll find someone.
After everything that's going around, I'm not risking that shit.
What do you mean after everything that's what's going around? Is there a disease?
You know what we were what we're talking about.
What do you mean after everything that's going? If the cops want to show up to your door, they're gonna show up to your door, bro. Like that does not matter. I don't think you should be online and risking the biscuit on here. I think you should just, you know, go out and meet some humans.
Can you really say you can protect me forever?
What do you mean, like, protect you forever?
Well, you said you've been protecting me, like, and I don't really understand what you mean by that.
Well, I mean, I really do, like, try to defend you, you know, like...
I'll admit, when I was around, like, when you mentioned, I was a real piece of shit back then.
Were you, like, a fuckboy? Or, like, mean?
I was just mean, really.
You don't think that them talking to you about it and like, holding you accountable for what you did is the right thing?
I mean, it probably was, but, like, at the same time, the only thought that was going through my mind was, I ain't going to jail.
So wait. That's what you cared about? You said, I ain't going to jail. Like, that's it? You didn't care
In my head. I cared about how... In the heat of the moment, I wasn't really listening to anyone. I was just... That was the only thought that was going through my mind.
So
and I did whatever to protect said that.
You just basically said, like, I'm not going to jail over this. You said, I'm not going to jail over this, and so you dropped them.
Because I know that's what the end result is.
That's the end result if, like, you stayed around them?
That's how I felt like it was going to be.
Do you understand how, like, by leaving them, like, that's not, like, the right thing to do? Because what happens is when people call you out, well, hear me out. When people call you out, right, there's a difference between true friends calling you out for mistakes that you've done and fuck-ups you did, and people around you who allow you to keep ruining your life, right? So anybody who's still around you who hasn't held you accountable, they truly don't care about you. They don't care because they rather see you fuck up, make mistakes, and continue to repeat those mistakes than actually help you. But when people called you out and were like, hey, you did this wrong, like that's not okay, and they were holding you accountable for it, instead of just saying, hey, you know what, you're right, I fucked up, I won't do it again, I'm trying to change.
I have admitted to that. And I have done that, I feel like.
You have admitted, but why would you drop them if that's what you said to them?
Because I thought they were immediately either going to call the cops or try
Did
to
they have
expose
information
me.
on you to call the cops?
I don't know. That's what I thought in my mind at the time.
You don't think that running away like that is like maybe like you didn't really fully take responsibility for your actions like that?
I can't afford to, but,
You can't afford to take responsibility for your actions fully like that?
No, I mean go to jail.
What do you mean you can't afford to go to jail?
I have a family and a grandpa has cancer.
Does he live with you guys?
No, he lives across the street.
Do you think if they ever found out about this, they'd be upset with you?
More than likely.
But they love you. They'd be upset, but they'd still support you, right? They would just hold you accountable for it. Do you think you're a
Not anymore.
I mean, so you think you were a pedophile?
I think I was, but I don't know if you want to consider that.
I mean, you said like not anymore. Like, so you think you've changed, So like, why can't you be successful if you've changed?
Because shit keeps being brought up and I'm afraid the worst is going to happen.
I can't promise that the world is always going to be nice to you. But as someone who has struggled a lot with mental health and who came from a very broken home, I'm telling you, moping around for the rest of your life and hiding and not taking accountability for what happened, like, I know you said you have, but if you just like sit there and push every single person who supported you away, it's just going to be worse. And then what's going to happen is, because obviously people are still talking about it, and that's how I got told, what's going to happen is this information is going to keep spreading and spreading and spreading for the rest of your life. And honestly, if I were you, I would just say, hey, I did do this, and I'm sorry. I'm trying to change.
If you want me to be honest, I don't remember who I disappeared on, honestly. I'm definitely not apologizing to that person.
So who's this guy?
Oh, and the screenshots made it clear. Yeah, and if you saw in the screenshot text, he made it clear he doesn't want me around.
So I've been told from all the screenshots that you basically threatened to, not you yourself dox someone, but you said that you had a friend that was going to dox people if they kept going.
I did say that, but I never said I was going to do it.
But you did say that you had someone that could dox them.
Yeah, but I never said I was going to do it. But now I don't have that person anymore, and they're gone.
Who did you say that to? Did you say it to...
I might have. I don't remember.
But you remember you said it. Okay.
Yeah, you don't believe me, do you?
It's not. It's just because you. It's not that like I don't believe you. It's just when Jimbo asked that same question, you said you never did that. But
Oh, I forgot what he asked that. I forgot.
yeah.
I thought he asked if I said I was gonna dox someone. My bad. Fuck.
So that's why I'm saying, like, are you lying to me? Because you say one thing and then it changes and then.
No, I just thought he said something else, and I said no.
Okay.
Miscommunication there.
Have you ever said stuff like that, like, a lot to people, or was it just a one-time thing?
It was like a one-time. Like, let me think. I only did it to get people off my back about this situation.
What did you threaten to do? Or not you specifically, but like you threatened that your friend would like tell their parents or like
I said
hurt
I
them?
said I would get him to defend me. I said I would, like, if they got my docs, I would get them to defend me. So they couldn't get it.
But did you ever say like, oh, like I'm gonna contact, or like he's gonna contact her parents, or I'm gonna contact her parents, or like I know where you live, or he's gonna find out where you live?
No. I don't think it was anything like that. Only thing I really remember telling them that I would do is if they get like when they were bringing up the situation, I'll be like, okay, if you're gonna dox me, I'll have them defend me so you can't get my docs.
True.
I don't know a lot of things that I should already know.
Like what don't you know?
I don't. Back then should be a good example.
Well, I mean, like right now, like what's one thing you just found out, I guess?
Let me think. I guess I should be joking like I do.
Oh, you shouldn't be joking. Like, I mean, what's something that you've said that's like not okay, I guess? Oh,
Jokes and memories.
and that was recent?
I
mean,
guess.
what did you
No,
say
like
that
when
people
Jimbo
told you
confronted me.
shouldn't joke like that?
When Jimbo brought that up.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know a lot that I already should know.
I guess besides Jim, I don't really give a fuck about Jimbo right now. I no offense, I don't care about him right now. I care about like I mean, besides Jimbo, like, have you ever said like a joke and someone's like, you should know better, you shouldn't say something like that?
Yeah, and I can admit I can get like really like I can admit I can get too much sometimes, and that's why I tell people, hey, if I do it, you might have to tell me a couple times to stop, because like that's just my way of like being funny. Sometimes
Are you like racist or something?
I could be racist, definitely a lot racist. I could be like, if it ain't black, it ain't right. If it ain't white, it ain't right.
I mean, but like, are you genuinely racist? Do you think like?
I can be, but if someone wants me to stop, I'll even tell them, hey, if I get too much,
But like,
you can
I'm
tell
not
me
saying
enough.
like you can be. I'm saying like, do you believe that you are a race? Like, do you believe like people shouldn't be here?
No, I don't say that. No, I don't. I just make racist jokes. Like I'll be like, you're black, stuff like that.
Yeah, but I understand that. Oh, that's crazy. Hold on.
And I'll say, well, if it ain't white or it ain't black,
minute.
if
Hold
it's
on. That was out of nowhere.
What?
When you said the hard ER, that made me laugh out of nowhere. Sorry, my bad.
It's alright. But I also say recently, if it ain't white, it ain't right.
But do you like mean it?
I'm just trying to joke around, but a lot of people don't get that, and again, there's stuff I don't know that I should. I guess I don't understand a lot.
Do you know what being racist is?
Yes. It's basically where you're judging someone's skin color.
Well, racism
And also, I describe things very shit sometimes. I know it offends some people, but like that's why I say if it gets too much, you can be like, "Hey, can you knock it off?" Like you might have to tell me a couple times because I get like that much sometimes.
Yeah, I understand. Are you homophobic? I know you said you feel weird around lesbians.
Yeah, I talked to my friend about one that like, and they're like, "No, that's not homophobic. That's just a hate crime." And honestly, when I feel uncomfortable, I feel like I gotta speak my mind, about it. Like I'm not gonna hold how I honestly feel about something,
Why do you feel uncomfortable around lesbians?
I don't know. It's just one day I watched and I just got uncomfortable with it, and ever since that day, I've been uncomfortable with lesbians.
Do you watch porno a lot, or is it just because you watch pornos and it just so happened to be lesbians and so you never watched it again? Like,
No, I watch private porn. It's just like it just happened with It's just like I won't watch lesbian shit. Not if it was three-way stuff, maybe.
are you like, you're not gay at all? Like, you're not bisexual or gay or anything?
Oh, I'm bisexual. I don't have a problem with guy on guy. I'm fine with that.
Yeah. I mean, everybody has their opinions. How do you feel about people who are transsexual?
Depends, which is which.
What do you mean? Like, oh, like, if you're born a girl and you transition to a guy, how do you feel about that?
Okay, I won't judge you. I won't judge you at all like that. I understand that's your choice to do. But if a guy decides to go to a female, like, I'll go more towards that than probably like a female going to a male.
Well, if you need help editing anything, let me know.
I will.
Okay, bye!
And with that, guys, that is pretty much all that I have audio admission wise, and just pretty much the interactions, and just everything that he's talked about that we have on video. But I want to pretty much talk about the outcome of this whole thing, because this has been a case that we've been working on since about March to April, my bad, is when we were started to work on this. And I just want to say the outcome of this is pretty confusing, because we initially got him actually detained, and the cops did go to his house. He ended up leaving his server for a while. He left a goodbye message, and I'll throw it up on the screen. He doesn't specify exactly what happened, but he did tell, I guess, some of the victims that were mentioned in the video that he still had contact with, that the cops came to his house. However, they then say that they didn't find anything, which leads me to believe that he may have deleted pretty much everything he said he had. But with that, we are still pretty much waiting for a response. It's been so long. We've been re-emailing, and we have email screenshots that I won't be putting in the video, mainly because of safety reasons. I don't know how it is about showing actual emails between like real detectives and stuff. I don't know if I can really show that on YouTube, but we do have like email receipts of like conversations with actual detectives in his county about the situation, so we do have law enforcement involved. It's just taking so long to actually get him prosecuted completely. Like I said, he has been detained. They did search his devices and searched his stuff, but apparently they didn't find anything, which again leads me to believe that he may have deleted pretty much everything that was on Discord, or his messages or photos or whatever he may have had that he had on his computer. Excuse me. As you know, he does admit to literally having revenge, so he may have deleted that. As you know, earlier he said that he also removed one of the other videos he had with another girl out of fear after being hacked, because he didn't want that to get out. So this guy is very paranoid. He's already very paranoid about this video being even published. So that's why I gave it so much time after we initially had the interaction. The interaction was back in May, and the reason I kept it for so long before I posted this video was to kind of
get him to not be so paranoid about me posting the video, because I want it to be more of a surprise to him than to anybody else. And by the way, his family has already been notified. They already know about it. They're from what I've heard, his family is pretty much giving him a worse punishment than the cops could have given him right now. So he's dealing with that right now. But anyways, guys, for now, that is all the real information that I have regarding this case. There is a lot. There's about 2 hours almost of actual footage and evidence from this, and I do want to say I do apologize that most of this video is more or less listening oriented instead of actually having things visually on the screen. It was mainly just like a photo, or not even a photo, a still of their call, and there were other messages I couldn't show and stuff like that because they were just scrolling through their contacts and shit. Excuse me. So there's not a lot of real like video footage to be shown, but there's a lot to be heard. So I hope that isn't really that big of an issue for you guys. Excuse me. I do have still a few more Predator videos coming out soon. I just wanted to get this one done because this was one of the biggest ones. We do have 2 really big ones. This was one of the bigger ones that took me a lot longer to edit and create, as you guys could probably tell. There was a lot to go through, a lot to censor, a lot to listen to, and I really didn't want to listen to that again. But, you know, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. You know, hearing all of that is very, very just... It's very disgusting, and I don't understand how more hasn't been done with this guy, considering everything you have just heard, if you made it this far. I could totally understand if most of you don't even make it this far into the video because it's just that bad, or it's just too long. But like I said, there's just so much. This was the shortest I could make this video, to include every little possible thing that he has currently admitted to. And the fact that it's 2 hours of admission, pretty much, is just so fucking insane. I've never, ever dealt with something like this, to this extent, of just no fucking care, no self-awareness, nothing. This guy just admits things. He just believes people at face value. For example, when I told him, I didn't put this part in the video, but I did tell him that I'm recording, but I won't post the video, and he just immediately just was like, okay, and then told me everything. Like, he knew I was still recording, but he was under the impression that I wasn't going to post a video, and that's what made him open up to everything. He didn't challenge it at all, which is very concerning. He doesn't challenge anything. When he says, like, oh, are you recording? And they say no one time, and that's it. You don't even need to really convince him that you're not going to post it. He just believes it, and that's very, very fucking concerning. He just believes everything everybody fucking says. If you're a breathing human being that can speak English to him, he will believe anything that you say. It's pretty scary shit, man. But anyways, guys, any big updates that come out on this case will be made into a video, but any other smaller updates, emails, or anything that we get, anything that I get anytime after this video is posted, will be in the community tab. But yeah, guys, crazy fucking case tonight. But I hope you guys, I don't want to say I hope you guys did enjoy, because there's not really much to enjoy here. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.